Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera Tun dan YB. I have two questions. The first one is, so we understand that with the corruption-free management of our country, Malaysia can really move forward and flourish. But that being said, is it actually a wise move for Pakatan Harapan to stop implementing the goods and service tax since all the other developed countries are for it? My second question is that in the United States, the House holds the power to impeach the POTUS should he be seen unfit for it anymore. Nixon, for an instance. Would it be possible for Malaysia to have a similar capacity in the future? Thank you very much.
Well, I don't think we have, constitutionally, we have the impeachment procedure. What we have was a vote of no confidence. It was tantamount to the impeachment, because I do not think that will be the American system. I don't think the British system, we have a particular process to deal with a corrupt Prime Minister, because we do not envisage we are going to have a corrupt or kleptocratic Prime Minister. And the impeachment process. But then as the head of government, it should lose the confidence of Parliament, and if there's a majority of members of Parliament who are prepared to indicate that, articulate that by way of a vote of confidence, that would be one way to go about it. But that is impossible. So long as the strangulation of the institutions of the country are in the hands of the Prime Minister, there is no doubt that over the period of over the decades, there has been accumulation of power by the Prime Minister, and you can see it from the budget, where you have a huge budget under the President and the Prime Minister, where in fact it become a super ministry. Supervising all the other ministries. So there is a need, that, as I said earlier, for restore our institutions, to repair and restore institutions, so that we can have a reset of a nation-building policies. We must go back to square one, and to do that, we must. The coming elections will make a difference. We'll decide whether we can do so or not. Because if we fail to do so, then I think we will definitely plunge into a trajectory of a failed, even a rogue state. At present, the whole world is calling us as a kleptocracy. I think after next elections, there'll be worse to come.
Well, with regard to GST, we have been independent for 60 years. For more than 50 years, we had no GST, and yet this country was considered to be among the fastest growing country economically. And indeed, people were able to live a better life for a long time without GST. We had the sales tax, for example. That means only when you buy something, then you pay. But in the case of GST, whether you buy or you don't buy, the GST is paid up front by the wholesalers and the importers, and in the end, they pass on this extra cost to the consumer. So the consumers, all consumers, will have to pay the GST. I think that if we abolish the GST, it will not do any harm to this country. Of course, we may have to revive the sales tax and maybe some other less heavy burden on the people in terms of taxes.
Okay, before that, I would like to truly apologize. I received a message from the security that Tun is not really feeling very well. I think you all can see it. So this will be the last comments or questions that we are taking. So I'm very sorry, I very apologize. So I don't know if maybe we do it some other time again, but I'm sorry for all to stand up over there. Truly apologize. So yes, you are the last one.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm Kenneth from Sarawak. I have this question to address to both of you. Currently, Malaysia is faced with these situations. There is a rising burden of NCDs such as diabetes, hypertension, lifestyle diseases. There is also a global advancements in new effective medical technologies. This will drive cost of healthcare treatments, and also healthcare inflation is rising far more faster, and the increment in salaries is unable to keep up with the inflation. This will drive higher hospital charges, higher premiums of private health insurance, and limited coverage. This has moved patients to seek treatment in the public health sector to avoid high out-of-pocket spending for medical treatment in the private healthcare sector. Hence, public healthcare sector is very congested, which leads to high demand of public healthcare. With the decrease in government allocation for medicines and medical consumables, the public sector is facing tight budget constraints to meet with the current demand of healthcare. Lastly, Malaysia is moving towards an aging population where there is an increase in people aged 65 and above. The demand of healthcare will increase, and this will affect productivity of the economy as it gives pressure to the working class population. My question is, what direction should the Malaysian healthcare system take in order to tackle these issues to make the system more sustainable, able to ensure equitable access and maintain high quality healthcare, and also to prevent Malaysians from facing catastrophic spending from healthcare? My second question is, how will Pakatan Harapan facilitate in tackling these issues?
Basically, it is a question of funds, a question of money. We have the money. In fact, today we collect more taxes than, say, 10 years ago. But the money is not properly allocated. It is made use in order to buy support for the government by giving BRIM, supporting fishermen, and all kinds of people now get paid regularly, including the imams in the mosque. All of them get paid. This is a wrongful allocation of funds which are available. But if we want to help, you must have the deserving people. If you want to give BRIM, give to people who are really poor. But they are giving people who are earning $3,000 a month. They are being given $500 a year. $36,000 a year earning, you give an additional $500, it means nothing. But that $500, if allocated for the medical services, we would be able to meet the needs of medical service for the people. At least 7 billion ringgit has been allocated for BRIM. And many of them do not even want to be paid BRIM, but the government thinks it can buy support. Of course, for the very poor, they appreciate BRIM. But for the rest, I don't think BRIM makes much of a difference to them. But the money can be used for medicine, for education, etc. Proper allocation and management of government funds will enable us to meet all the new demands in terms of medical treatment and also in terms of education and other social services. Thank you.
Yeah, basically, there need to be a change of government if we are going to bring about a reordering of priorities, or government priorities, whether in health, in education, in transport, in housing, in welfare. But finally, is the test will come when the elections is on to us.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Before we conclude, there's a good news here. So any one of you, I know a lot of you have questions and everything. So this is a good news. Please. You write down your questions and your Facebook name. Facebook name, this is a must, because Tun and LKS will answer your questions through Facebook, and then they will tag you along. So make sure you write your Facebook name, put your questions on the paper, and please pass it to those guy behind there, you see, they wear red color t-shirts with tag, and Tun and LKS will answer it on Facebook because we don't have time now. So
Okay.
now I think I give both Tun and
I need to ask Tun. Only the answer only yes or no. Okay, Tun. Tun pernah menjadi idola saya. Saya bercakap bahasa Melayu. Tun pernah menjadi idola saya pada ketika dahulu. Tun pernah menjadi Perdana Menteri saya ketika dahulu. Okey, Tun. Pada 1970-an, JLTB iaitu Jalan Raya Timur Barat telah dibina menggunakan kos 205 juta ringgit. Duit rakyat kemudian tidak dikenakan sebarang tol. Okey, itu dibina semasa pemerintahan Tun Razak hingga ke Tun Hussein On. Dan angka semasa pemerintahan Tun Abdul Razak hingga Tun Hussein On, saya rasa rakyat sini perlu dengar. Plus telah dirancang ataupun lebuh raya utara selatan telah dirancang pada ketika itu. Dan kemudian Tun menjadi seorang pemimpin iaitu Perdana Menteri Malaysia. Tun telah pun menyiapkan ataupun kita telah melantik LLM, lebuh raya, Lembaga Lebuh Raya Malaysia menyiapkan 41% lebuh raya utara selatan yang bernilai yang menghubungkan 366 km, iaitu 41% telah siap projek ini daripada 823 km yang melibatkan kos 32 bilion ringgit. Dan kemudian projek ini telah dijual kepada UEM. Dan kemudian UEM ini telah dibeli oleh sebuah syarikat yang telah dimiliki oleh Tun. Kalau Syed Saddiq ada di sini, mungkin dia akan berdebat dengan saya. Tak apa. Okey, Tun telah membeli syarikat tu.
Boleh cepatkan sikit tak?
Okey, maafkan saya. Jadi Tun, adakah benar, ya ataupun tidak, bahawa Tun lah yang telah membebankan rakyat sekarang ini dengan konsesi-konsesi Tun dahulu, iaitu dengan menjual, menswastakan lebuh raya yang sepatutnya menjadi lebuh raya rakyat, Tun? Okey, kalau tidak, nak tanya Tun, di mana duit tersebut, Tun? Itu ya ataupun tidak. Dan kemudian dua, Tun telah
tadi kata satu soalan je, boleh tak kalau kita tanya?
Tun telah menyebut berkaitan dengan MBPJ. Jadi saya ingin menyebut berkaitan dengan Forex yang telah kehilangan berbilion ringgit. Tetapi Tun merupakan seorang pemimpin yang saya sangat agum. Ketika 22 tahun Tun memerintah, tetapi jawapan Tun tidak tahu. Kenapa, Tun? Saya sangat marah bila Tun mengatakan tidak tahu. Tun Perdana Menteri saya ketika dahulu, Tun. Kita bersama-sama di parlimen dahulu, Tun. Okey, Tun. Maafkan saya. Jadi, saya nak tanya, Tun. Kalau Tun, adakah Tun bertanggungjawab terhadap YMDB? Okey.
Kita rasa soalan dah clear lah. Okey, tak apa. Kita parlimen bersama dulu, nanti kita boleh cerita kemudian lah.
Untuk YMDB ni. Okey, maafkan saya, Forex.
Soalan rasa
berbilion duit rakyat telah hilang akibat permainan Forex ini. Ya ataupun tidak? Kalau ya, bahawa Tun mengaku ini kehilangan, bahawa Tun telah berlaku ketirisan terhadap pemerintah
bagi
negara.
Tun jawab lah.
Kalau
nak
tidak,
jawapan kan?
bermakna Tun sendiri telah pun berungkai bahawa Tun bukan seorang pemimpin yang bijaksana mengawal kewangan negara pada ketika dahulu.
Okey, bagi Tun jawab. Okey, cukup lah.
Terima kasih, Tun. Itu soalan untuk Tun ketika pemerintahan 22 tahun.
Sudah. Okey, terima kasih. Okey.
Soalnya panjang. Saya diberi cuma satu perkataan saja untuk jawab. Mana boleh jawab? Yang pertamanya, apa yang saudara kata itu tak benar sama sekali. Jadi kalau saya kata tak benar, tak cukuplah. Tentu nak tahu macam mana tak benar. Angka-angka yang diberi pun tak kena. Siapa yang dapat kontrak pun tak kena. Di mana tanggungan kerajaan pun tak kena. What you say is full of non-factual statements. Lepas itu suruh saya jawab betul ataupun tidak. Dan saya kata tidak pun. Itulah dia tak tahu jawab, dia lupa.
Okay. No. Okay. Before I allow Tun and LKS to conclude, I just want to announce that the donation that we collected just now amount 352 ringgit and 60 cent. Thank you very much. So, yes, Tun, any words you want to give to the youth? And after that, Lim Kit Siang. Yeah?
No, I would appreciate if you write down your question clearly so that I have a chance to reply, including the last one where I am supposed to reply with one word. It's not possible. In fact, if you want to see me, you're welcome to my office. I will tell you the facts so that you can base your question and your accusation on facts, not imagination. So I would like to say thank you to everyone for asking obviously very difficult questions which require a long reply. But of course, if I spend my time making my long replies, then there will be only few people who would be able to ask questions. Anyway, thank you very much. And I would like to thank the organizers.
Yeah, I just, as I said at the beginning, both of us represent the 5% of the population, those who are above 75 years, and all of you here represents the 95%, which is going to make the future of this country in the next 10, 20, and 30 years. And we have in our hands the opportunity to bring about historic change. But all of you must come forward, must be in the forefront, because if you don't change, you're not prepared to provide the leadership for change, provide that motive power for change, then the change will not come about. And it is very important, very critical. All of you must have a stake in this country and play your part. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Tun Mahathir, Lim Kit Siang, all the crowd, all of you. You are such a wonderful person. This is proof that you see different of views. So I hope this is the future of Town Hall, not the Town Hall full with people with the same views, selected and everything. So thank you very much. Have a good night and see you again some other time. Thank you. Thank you very much.